amazed Arno was that this particular verse had also been used at a special prayer time just before the start of his treatment. This is how Arno described it on his Facebook page. Just thought to share with you what had happened to me yesterday morning. How amazing is God! When Pastor Bikes came to pray for our family on Sunday, 14th February, he gave us one short text from the Bible. He quoted Isaiah 41 verse 10. Yesterday morning, I opened my dad's old Bible to read this particular passage from the Afrikaans Bible. And how amazing and miraculous to find my name written by my dad above this text. It was an unbelievable moment to realize that God is alive and He knows us by name. This passage is again a confirmation that He will be with me and will give me the strength I need to get through this. I took a photo of the passage as I would like you to see it. Of all the verses in the Bible, my name appears at this same verse Pastor Bikes used. And in capitals, how great is God to give me this message that He will be with me. This is at the start of my treatment. P.S. My dad passed away in 2005. Wees nie bevrees nie, want ek is met jou. Kyk nie angstig rond nie, want ek is jou God. Ek versterk jou, ook help ek jou, ook ondersteun ek jou met my redendende regterhand. In English, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not anxiously look about you, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Surely I will help you. Surely I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Throughout his stay in hospital, Arno clung onto this hope that this promise gives. No matter what the circumstances or the crises or the outcome, he believed God was with him, that his righteous right hand would and did uphold him. Memory and Arno's family have also chosen Jeremiah 29, as the children read so well this morning, the Bible reading for today. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. And to me, this speaks of the future and the hope that Arno and Memory hold to, no matter what the circumstances. When we look at these two promises, we can see them as the banner promises, the life statements, the testimony that come what may. In the Strydom home, we believe God is with us and that there is a future and a hope. Memory described Arno as somebody who breathed God. Arno believed that God had given him breath to live. God had raised him up for a purpose, and Arno responded by breathing God. He had a clear purpose to his life, to show a loving and a good God to the world. And I think the stories this morning have clearly illustrated that. He was a loving and caring husband for Memory and a devoted dad to Michaela. Michaela, your dad loved you more than anything. And when you walked into the room, his face lit up and he had this massive grin because you were his shining star. Nothing was more important to him than his family. His life was a testimony of hope in a loving God in every circumstance, whether it was at his work, as we've heard today, and whether it was with his extended family and friends. And Rob, wherever you are, I'd like to acknowledge what you and Gilmore's have done for the Strydom family at this time. Your support has been fantastic. You know, Arno missed many things while in hospital. Most of all, he missed being home with Memory and Michaela. He also missed worshipping in this church. He told me how church was such a part of his life and how much he wanted to be here to worship. He loved his life group on a Sabbath morning. Here is where Bridget got to know him best. Bridget's my wife. She describes him as having a childlike faith in God in every circumstance. When Arno and Memory were trying to buy their house, this was a very stressful time. But Arno was firmly of the view that God had a plan and he would not fret about it. He was a great storyteller, and in every story, Arno could see the working of God. On one occasion, Michaela had lost her pet, praying mantis. Arno took the concern very seriously. He prayed with Michaela, telling God that she was very sad to have lost her pet and that she would like her praying mantis returned immediately. Shortly after the prayer, the praying mantis was found. For Arno, this was not a chance or a coincidence or good luck. This was his God in living, breathing action. He breathed God. He lived God. He was raised up by God to bring hope to his family and a world that is desperately in need of hope. Memory, you and Arno have had to make some tough decisions over the last few months and years. Every decision you made was made with the best information available, after careful consideration and much prayer. It couldn't have been done any other way, because Arno was a details man, and everything had to be done just right. What's really important is that each decision was made with the hope that Arno would get better. Elwyn, you made a choice to give Arno hope by donating your bone marrow. And the generosity of your gift is seen not in white blood cells, but in the hope you gave Arno of life. As you as a family walk through this difficult road, I want you to remember that every decision you made over the last few months and weeks was made to give Arno hope. And so today we are here with lots of different emotions. We are grateful for the person that Arno was, the way he lived his life and the contribution he made to his family and this world. But we are sad, deeply sad, achingly sad that he is not with us. We have many questions. We are angry, possibly even at God. And that's okay. There may be disbelief and a sense of great injustice. We may want to ask why and for what purpose has this happened? And to these questions, there are no easy or possibly even satisfactory answers. The Bible is full of stories where circumstances and outcomes seem hard to understand. Oftentimes, it's only when we get to the end of the story that the reasons become clear. Sometimes, even in the Bible, they do not. But I'd like to share with you a story from